All right, we are live. What's up, gamers? Sorry, Brie.
Two very different vibes.
Yeah, Brie's over here like, hey guys, welcome. I'm like, hey, what's up, gamers? Make sure to Ragnarok that like button.
I was just thinking about saying fuck Tedros to open up, but you beat me to it.
Hey,
Then you beat me.
Hey gamers, this stream brought to you by the Fuck Tedros gang. We do not care for him in this household.
Wow, indeed.
Oh, you know what would help if I shared the PowerPoint?
Yeah, perhaps.
I
Just
feel
a
like-
little bit.
I feel like that could be beneficial to the watching of a PowerPoint, is being able to see it.
I hear the voice theme.
Is that coming through my headphones though? Because I don't see the little thing.
I can hear him.
Oh, I don't see the little thing light up. So I'm like, is it going through? Is it not?
He
Chill,
said,
kid.
I think you
Mr. Wow.
hear it through my mic.
I am
Okay,
right
let me-
here, kid. Hold on, I'm just gonna.
Let me change my. Okay, try that. Is that better?
I can't hear him anymore.
Okay,
I was
I
not
changed the sensitivity.
I was not against hearing the boy.
Just
So we're all clear. I do
Just
not mind
screaming.
hearing cats. That's all my cats do is scream and roll around like the fat cats they are. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, I love this kid, but he got a voice and he likes to use it.
One of my fucking cats, Bender, literally goes into our most echoey room and just sits there and meows just to hear himself echo. He loves it.
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like Pips would do that. Hi, Babel.
He just loves it. He just knows
goes-
he's beautiful.
He goes into the closet and meows sometimes that I don't like it.
Sometimes you just gotta meow into an empty closet, you know?
It'd be like that.
I'm afraid it's not empty is the problem.
Oh. Alright, you guys want to start?
I
Yeah,
have
let's
these
go.
fears. I'm ready. I
Okay.
should just click on the PowerPoint thing, huh? There it is.
Bree, did you want to
Alright.
get this? Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I was stretching and doing my thing.
Oh yeah, get your wrist stretches in.
Yeah. So, for the past 3 weeks, it would have been 2, but my Amazon is being dumb. We've been reading The School for Good and Evil. I read this book in, like, 9th grade. Somebody in one of my classes let me borrow it, and I don't really remember why she let me borrow it, but she did. I suggested this one after we finished Gideon, because it also kind of had lesbians in it, and thought it'd be fun. And lo and behold, there's definitely a little bit of gay shit going on.
The energy was there.
But not in the way you
Oh, yeah.
want.
Yeah.
It doesn't,
No, not in the way we
if
want.
you're looking for satisfaction, you're not going to get it. But it's there. It's definitely there.
The gays can't fucking have anything.
I know.
Alright.
Anyway, I enjoyed reading it again. So let's just dive on in.
Can I just say before we start, what I like about this book is like it's I like it for a lot of the same reasons. Like I like the Springtrap Impreg story in that I didn't like some of the characters, but they were written in a way that you're supposed to not like them, and I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm like, damn it, the author fucking got me with this one. They fucking knew I'd hate this fucker.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. There's definitely a few like that.
Yeah, I love that. I love it when a book just manipulates me.
You
Mhm.
say a few like that, but it's like a quarter. Because it's the entire boys' class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
basically.
And that's a quarter of the cast.
Alright.
Alright, so the story of this follows Sophie and Agatha. They are both from a little town called Gavaldon, surrounded by endless woods that nobody can find the exit to. Sophie is a pink-loving, blonde-haired, beautiful young girl in a town called Gavaldon who dreams of being whisked away to become a princess and attain her happily ever after. Whereas Agatha, who is her best friend, is a black-loving, black-haired loner who lives in a graveyard, and everybody calls her a witch because she's different. Once every 4 years, 2 children are kidnapped from this town, never to be seen again except in these storybooks that magically appear one year. without a source, but they gather that it's coming from this school for good and evil, and so the town begins to think that the schoolmaster is the one who's kidnapping the kids.
Can you imagine, like, just growing up being like, sure hope I don't get kidnapped? Like
Yeah.
a fairy tale.
So, like, it's really cool because they definitely have that. Like, the town puts all these things in place. Like, Sophie gets barred into her room.
Mhm.
They set up, like, a watch outside with torches and pitchforks and shit. And all the kids are reading storybooks, but Sophie wants to be kidnapped.
Yoo-hoo!
Everybody is trying their best to not be kidnapped, to try to do the right thing or the bad thing if you're a good kid. And Sophie's
Yeah.
just like baking cookies and putting them out on her windowsill.
Yeah, she
Invite
literally
the
makes
kidnapper
cookies
in.
for it. Yeah.
God bless.
Sophie is just so fucking done with her life.
Yeah, she fucking hates it there.
She's so mad that all she has to do is sometimes make her dad lunch, but she doesn't do it. I don't know what other responsibilities she had, but it didn't seem like there was much. And
It's not the life befitting a prince.
Shout out
yeah, I guess.
to her packing her, like, skincare routine, because she was just ready to be kidnapped. She's like, I better have my cucumbers.
Yeah.
Like,
Which, it's really funny because, like, when they get there, all the other kids have luggage.
yep.
Except for them. Anyway, onward. Yeah, so Sophie, like, in her day-to-day life, she does all sorts of good deeds, including trekking all the way out to the graveyard just to talk to this loner girl who has no friends. See how good she is? She's so good, guys. Yeah, so Sophie gets kidnapped, but Agatha, being the good friend that she is, tries to save her because Agatha just wants to fucking stay there with her friend, and they both end up going to the school. It also seems like a really violent trip. Like, they're bounced up trees and carried off by a giant bone bird. That sounds very painful.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that till you just mentioned it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
realize
like
it was a
ping-ponged
bone
off
bird.
tree branches.
That's right.
But anyway, there seems to be a mix-up, and when they get there, the bird drops Sophie off in the black, sludgy waters for the evil school, and Agatha gets dropped off in the clear blue waters for the good school.
Well,
Yeah, so no, this is fine. So a quick note on this is that I really like how the performative goodness is characterized as evil here. So, like, Sophie definitely would record herself giving stuff to homeless people for clout. Just, oh, look how good of a person I am. I'm so good, right? Like, that's the kind of person that Sophie is, and this book immediately turns that on its head. Like, no, that's actually really shitty of you.
Yep.
Like, don't do things just because it seems good. Do things because you are good.
I agree.
And also, all the good girls immediately turn on Agatha just because she looks different. Like, are you sure you're not lost?
The cat, like, the bitchiness of the
Mhm.
scene. I was just like, oh, like getting, like, flashbacks.
Also, it's really
I-
interesting because, like, that kind of made it seem like Agatha was never supposed to be there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because everybody has their flower passes, and she does not.
Yeah.
But later on, we see that she has a class schedule with her name on it and everything. So, like, she is supposed to be there, but it just seems like she came there a very different way than she was supposed to. Also, the village of Gabaldon is definitely Barovia.
You're right, and you should say it.
Yeah, like, they mentioned that, like, the people went into the woods and then came back where they started, and I was like, it's Barovia.
That's fucking Barovia.
That's exactly what happens in the mists.
Oh, I love that.
Do you have the part about her farting in this? Because I like that part a
Mm-mm.
lot.
I did not put that in here.
That was.
But yeah,
So-
she's faced with this, oh, do you have your ticket? And she just farts in response.
The mood.
Ah.
Asserting dominance from like minute 1. 10 points
Oh
to
yeah,
Agatha.
absolutely.
You find the biggest, meanest girl in the yard and fart in her face.
Yeah. So then we have the welcoming ceremony. This has, like, multiple steps to it, so just click through. So Sophie and Agatha, they fight each other for the first time at the welcoming ceremony, and Sophie drags her under the pews and goes, all right, give me your clothes. Clearly we're in the wrong schools here, just give me your outfit. Like, what? How is that? Oh, hi, nice to see you too. Give me your clothes. Bitch! Anyway, they are interrupted by the boys entering from the good school. And this was all I could fucking think about. This
Yep.
is all I can think about.
Yep.
The Durmstrang scene.
Literally.
And then Milady with their fucking roses. Alright.
God, I know. I rolled my eyes.
It was so bad.
Like, shut
But
up,
yeah,
Tedros.
I was just laughing at it because all I could think about was this.
Yep.
I went from laughing my ass off at this scene to like cringing so hard at what happens next.
God, I know.
I had to pause it and I was like, no, I cannot listen to this. She's doing what now? Nope. I'll listen to this in like an hour.
Let me recover from this real quick.
Yeah. It was bad. It was real bad. Anyway, this is just like some sort of point marks things of as it happens. So shenanigans ensue as Agatha and Sophie look for a way to escape. So Sophie is determined that she's a good student and needs to get into the good school, whereas Agatha just wants to fucking go home. So they try different things to try and get Sophie into their class, including just stripping Agatha naked and changing her clothes. But that flips them on its head when they actually get to like the crossover of the two schools, and they're yeeted back into their respective schools.
Yeah, didn't their clothes like change back?
They did.
Yeah.
They did change back. Agatha at one point actually does try in her classes because she needs to like not fail because they're told that bad things happen to students who fail. And nobody will tell them what it is. Agatha also finds out that the good school is not necessarily all that good because like the greatest ones turn into these fantastic fairy tale heroes and princesses and queens. But the not good ones turn into animals or a beanstalk. And she's like, what the fuck? We need to get out of here now. But Sophie is determined. She's determined that Tedros is her true love, and so she needs to be reunited with him in whatever way possible to prove to him that she's good. And Agatha's over here like, who could ever love boys? You useless lesbian. That is a note straight from my phone. Like, that line happened, and I just typed that out. Like, but Sophie consistently flunks all her classes because she can't be evil, except for that time when she almost killed Hester by summoning bats and hornets and wasps.
But it's fine.
It's fine. And every interaction with Tedros makes me hate him more. He's he's so shallow.
He sucks.
He really does suck.
Just sucks. Sucks to listen to.
Yeah. It's just bad.
Here's the thing. Tedros' main personality traits are being full of himself and being sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. Alright.
That's definitely it.
Yeah. Right.
I don't remember what Sophie gets punished for, but she gets punished for something, and she gets sent to the Doom Room, which is, like, the place for torturing children, apparently.
You know.
Because that exists in the School for Evil. She gets chained to a wall while she's there, and there's this big hulking wolf who, like, caresses her cheek with his claws, and says something about how he found her weakness really quickly, and then cuts all her hair off with an axe. And then lets her go. And she collapses, like, in sobs because her beautiful ringlet golden curls are gone.
Oh,
and then,
Sophie.
Oh, boo-hoo, Sophie. Yeah, well, she was very upset about that, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, you can click and go to the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, she fucking killed him! For cutting her hair off.
Yeah.
She pushed him into the roiling river and he drowned.
It literally was such an awful way to die, because it's like a sludge river, too.
Yeah.
That's like drowning in a sewer.
I was not ready for that. I was just, oh, that sucks. And I was like, I wonder what she's gonna do. And then it switches to his point of view, and he's just, like, cleaning his axe or whatever. And then next thing you know, he's fucking drowning and dying. And I was like, oh, fuck, Sophie. You're definitely not good.
No, but she was good.
I already knew she wasn't good. I already had, you already had the feeling that she wasn't going to be good, right?
Yeah.
Like
in the very beginning.
You definitely kind of knew, but now it's like you fucking knew that Sophie was not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, she's not coming back from this. You don't get to like murder somebody, no matter what you do, Sophie, until you tell somebody else you murdered somebody. Which I still don't think she told anybody, right?
She didn't. Nobody knows.
Damn.
So
They consistently like allude to the fact that Beast is missing. Nobody knows where he went. Oh wait, they figured it out. They do figure it out at some point.
Did they? Okay.
They figure it out before the Circus for Talents, when Sophie's about to run up there with her 3 giant rats to go chase down Tedros, and Agatha cuts them off in the sewers, and she sees its dead body. And she knows, and I think Hester and Anadil know that Sophie killed him. But it was never, like, spoken.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Anyway.
Yeah, so the level of Sophie's denial is astounding.
It's impressive, honestly.
She's like, man, I somehow accidentally placed first in evil class. It must be because I'm so good.
Yeah, I'm just good at everything.
I'm just good at everything. I'm good at summoning hornets and forsaking the golden goose's entire existence or whatever.
Oh my god, I forgot about that, because her wish was so fucking shallow and pointless that the goose was like, nah, fuck you.
The goose is like, I would rather never be able to grant wishes again than to grant your wish.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, back to the story. When Agatha is looking for a ways to get out, and she comes across, she thinks of Satyr, the blind historian, and he mentions that he doesn't answer questions, which I thought was weird, and he doesn't hold office hours, but any questions can be found in the textbook.
Can I just
so
say,
she opens up this textbook, and it's, what?
I was gonna say, Satyr saying he doesn't answer questions, has office hours, and only gives you text, like, he's like, anything you want is in the textbook. That's all of my professors.
Straight up.
I didn't think that was weird at all. I was like, yep, sounds like this person went to college. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go on.
But yeah, so she opens up this textbook and it's just covered in raised dots, and she's like, what the fuck is this? And she throws it away, but brushes her hand on it, and then like a moving picture shows up. And it's a magical Braille book. Like, how fucking cool is that?
That was so cool. I was really happy they included Braille.
Yeah, I was so excited about it. Anyway, Agatha's a good friend, and she renews Sophie's spirit again when Sophie comes back with her shorn hair, telling her she needs to show Tedros who she really is. And then Sophie starts coming to school looking all hot with cute dresses and shit. Bitch, you're like 12.
Yeah, she was wearing
Stop wearing mini skirts and low cut dresses. Stop it.
Yeah, she was wearing
You don't need
like,
stiletto heels.
anime bullshit.
She really was.
Like, it was just like, pff, I was imagining like big tutus and shit.
Nah. It was like sexy lady stuff.
At one point, she wore a toga, and I was like, you went from all that other stuff, and now you're wearing a toga? Okay.
It's fashion!
But yeah, and she starts doing like these seminars with the Nevers.
Oh god!
And, yeah, like teaching them how to be true to themselves or whatever. But her grades start falling. Surprise, surprise. Because she can't focus on school anymore. Because she's too focused on beauty. But I guess Tedro fucking is into it because he sees her helping these helpless people and being all hot and shit. And a furry definitely wrote this scene.
I hated reading this.
I hated reading it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like they're
I
her
did
juicy,
not like this at all.
her juicy fox lips.
Yeah.
Fox.
Oh, stop. I did not need to read or hear this scene at all.
Oh my god. And poor Agatha had to live it.
God,
the
I
fucking
know.
Cockroach.
We were all Agatha.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
I was like,
Oh. And then like Sophie's fucking useless. She can't do anything without Agatha, because if Agatha hadn't been feeding her lines, which we see later, she wouldn't be able to say anything. She's just useless. Anyway. So they determined that the only way for them to get out is to prove that evil can love or whatever. And so Sophie needs to get true love's kiss from Tedros, but it has to be authentic. And he's right there. He's about to kiss her, and then she goes, "But we should wait." Bitch.
yeah.
And then poor Agatha. What?
Were they still foxes?
Yeah, they're still foxes.
It's
about
not
to
a real
kiss.
kiss if they're foxes, guys.
But yeah, and like poor Agatha then comes to the realization that Sophie doesn't want to leave. Sophie wants true love. She doesn't want to go home. And Agatha just wants to go home with her best friend.
I was kind of like, Agatha, you really didn't pick up on that? She wanted to come here, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're surprised by that, Agatha?
But they definitely had a few sections where Sophie is like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, when Sophie got scared.
Yeah, true.
Sophie is such a fucking flip-flopper. Like, girl, make up your mind!
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't have strong feelings at all.
Yeah, I hated that scene. I hated it. But I really liked Sophie's like slow descent into evil. I guess it's not really that slow, but yeah, she fucking goes for it. But as she slips farther and farther down evil, the narrator's voice changes for her. And Danny, I kept an ear out for it because you mentioned that you really liked the witch voice, and I was like, "What witch voice? What are you talking about?" And then I heard it, and I was like, "Oh shit, the witch voice!"
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. It only happened because of the trial by tale, which is like this big overnight, like maze in the fourth Harry Potter movie vibes thing where everything's trying to kill you. And Sophie was going to go in with Tedros because they were both at the top of the class, but Sophie failed all of her things because Agatha wasn't helping her anymore. And she ended up going in alone, and Agatha goes in, fucking saves her ass, and turns her into a shrub. And then they see Tedros, who's like half dead. Hester almost kills him. And Agatha is trying to urge Sophie to go save him because there's something about to hurt him and she can't fucking move. And then Agatha saves his ass instead, and then the cat's out of the bag. And Tedros and Sophie end up fighting, and now Sophie realizes that it's Agatha that's in the way, and she turns in bad bitch mode. Which was actually kind of cool. Like, I liked that immediate turn from it's like a woman scorned, essentially, is the vibes I got from that.
I thought it's pretty wild that this all happened in like the first semester.
Yeah, they're freshmen. I really like the trial by tale.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it was like Agatha was kind of on the outskirts, and like it felt like kind of like a strategy game, you know, where you can't directly affect everything, but you can do stuff on the outskirts, and like, I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
She was like flying above and just like was she just screaming down?
Yeah. And she was like beating, and she was like a bird or something. I think she was a bluebird.
Yeah, she was a bird.
And she
and stuff.
And she tricked the harpies into flying up to attack her,
Mm-hmm.
and they hit the barrier instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, I think it really showed how intelligent Sophie is. Or Agatha.
Agatha, yeah.
Sophie is
like,
not intelligent.
But I do like the immediate shift where she turns on bad bitch mode. She forms a little coven with Hester and Annadil, and up until like before the trial by tale, Hester wanted her dead.
Mm-hmm.
And now Hester is like, nope, you convinced a prince that you were good and tricked his ass into letting you win. You were clearly the most evil.
Mm-hmm. I do wish Sophie had kept the pretty princess aesthetic, though. I would have loved that.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
And, you know.
I thought it was really fucking neat when they kicked Dot out and they're like, yeah, we're a coven now. I was like, oh, shit, I was like, shit, that's 3 witches. That's right.
I felt so bad for Dot.
I thought it was really fucking neat. And I felt bad for Dot, yeah.
No.
She had to live in a toilet and eat shit.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Poor Dot. Yeah.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Agatha, while she's doing her good classes, she comes to the realization that she can make wishes come true when she turns a witchfish back into a human. And then creates a poor animal stampede where all the animals charge her because they want to turn back into humans. So that's fun. We talk with Professor Dovey, who I think is the dean of the good school, and she's revealed to be the fairy godmother, like Cinderella's fairy godmother. And she gives Agatha a makeover so she can find happiness. because Agatha, like, upon losing Sophie, realizes that she just wants to be happy. She wants to be beautiful so she can love. And the fairy godmother does that for her, but doesn't actually change anything about Agatha. It just gives her confidence. But that's all it took, because everybody in the good school was, like, turning heads and staring at her because she was so much more beautiful when she just smiled and was herself and didn't have this, like, weight pressing down on her shoulders of being in the shadow of her more beautiful friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a thing about this that so I have a spoiler that I looked ahead about things. Do you guys care if I say it or not regarding some of this stuff real quick? We're not gonna. Okay. So, Agatha and Sophie, I guess, are twin sisters.
Huh.
In the
Really?
story. Yeah. And I don't know, I feel like that's something you'd notice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. Right, these two girls that only hang out with each other, you think you kind of notice that, like, they look like each other just a bit, right? Like, even if it's not, like, completely. But yeah, they're listed as each other's twin sister, and I didn't read to the point of where it says that they get to that revelation, but that's what they're listed as in each other's family bios. Yeah.
Well, that makes it awkward.
This is some Star Wars shit.
Yeah. But yeah, so I really liked how it didn't really change anything, right?
Me too. I was pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hit y'all with a headcanon?
Sure.
Yeah.
Professor Dovey's first name is Lovey. She's Lovey-Dovey.
Unfortunately, it is not, but I like it.
That's my headcanon, and I refuse to acknowledge the canon.
Okay.
I want to say it's like Clarissa or something.
Yeah, something like that.
She changed it 'cause she was embarrassed by being called Lovey.
I feel that. Oh, I was right.
So yeah, as we approach the climax of the story, which is going to be the Circus of Talents, which is the night before the Snow's ball or something like that, Sophie starts having nemesis dreams. You know, those dreams that are only resolved for the evilest of villains. In which she dreams of the person whom she must kill to achieve peace. They begin to think it's Tedros, but the idea of a nemesis is that as the villain gets weaker, the nemesis gets stronger. Tedros doesn't seem to be getting stronger, but Agatha is getting prettier.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, she and Agatha get yeeted into the forest. I don't even know what yeeted them. I think it was the schoolmaster.
They got yeeted, and I don't remember. I don't know why.
I don't remember why they got yeeted.
All right. Well, the fact remains they got yeeted.
Wait. I think this is when they have their standoff in the sewers, because Sophie is going to play another prank on.
Oh yeah,
kids,
that's right.
Sending fucking giant rats to go eat Tedros, and she's going to save him to prove she's good. And Agatha's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they try to duke it out. They dump each other in the river, but then Agatha remembers Sophie can't swim, tries to save her, and then they both get pulled out by something and yeeted into the forest. But I guess Tedros was conveniently on patrol and managed to find them. He saves her from a bunch of vines, and Agatha tells him to keep his goddamn promise with Sophie and take her to the stupid fucking ball. Because that's what princes do. They keep their promises.
Yeah,
but when walking back to the tower, he sees... What?
I was gonna say, at this point, it's like, bro, like, she's never gonna get off your back. you gotta keep your word. You're a prince.
Take her to the damn dance. People could be dying, and all you gotta do is take her to the dance for, like, 10 minutes, and then just go take a shit and never come back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Tedros.
Just give yourself diarrhea.
Yeah.
I'm also just want to say that I'm a huge fan of when characters in a book or a story do, okay, we're going to do this bad thing, so this other, and then I'm going to come in and save the day. I love when that happens in books or stories because it never fucking works out the way they want it to.
Oh, of course
I was just waiting for the bad thing to happen. And then I forgot about the rats. completely. There's a bunch of other
Me
stuff
too. I
and then
forgot
the
about
rats.
them.
Yeah.
But yeah, on their way back to the towers, Tedros sees their reflections in the pool, and he's his normal handsome self, but Sophie is a horrible, disgusting hag, and not the beautiful golden-haired, well, I guess black-haired girl now, because she dyed her hair. But yeah, he sees her true nature and dumps her right then and there.
Tedros. Tedros. You stupid bitch!
You stupid bitch. This all could have been avoided.
You stupid bitch!
Like,
Anyway.
Also, in regards to the rats, I definitely had a moment. You guys remember that Vine where it's like a cooking show and the guy's like, I left the wontons in the oven, and it shows one of the judges and he goes, oh, the wontons! Because that was me with the rats.
when they're announced later, you're like, oh shit!
The rats! Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I definitely forgot about them. So I really liked the idea of this Circus of Talents. Like, that's just fucking cool. No teachers, no rules, just a big party where you can show off your cool talents. I'm sure nothing can go
Oh, you're cutting out,
wrong
Brie.
without
Hello?
supervision. And it's all. Can you hear me?
You're cutting out really bad, but I missed most of that.
Oh,
Hello?
hello? Can you hear us, Jackie?
hang on.
I can hear Bree through my headset, but Jackie, can you hear us? No?
I can hear you, Danny, but you break up occasionally, but Bree's breaking in and out really bad.
Oh, okay. I think I'm good now. Shit.
Okay, well, I guess that works.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my
Yeah.
voice connection just like dropped to nothing
Mm,
for some reason.
I
Okay.
went and I turned off the Twitch stream that I had
For some reason.
open. I don't need to hear myself. Jesus Christ. I'm ready. Sorry.
Alright. Could you start
Okay,
from the top, because I
um,
missed a lot of that.
Yeah, I was saying that the whole idea behind this is pretty cool. The rules, just a big party. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. Not like all the teachers are locked in. Oh my god, am I out again?
It keeps tuning in and out.
God damn it. Why is my connection so... I don't know what's going on. Okay, hang on.
Alright, we'll be right back while we fix some technical difficulties.
I'm just gonna stop watching.
Yeah.
Hello? Me?
Hello?
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 Hold on.
Oh, whoa, Danny sounds weird.
Hello.
Hello? I went
I can hear
to
you.
use hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me now? I tried to use Discord on my phone, and I was just going to plug in my headphones to use Discord over, regular internet. I realized that my new phone doesn't have a headphone jack.
Oof.
And but I found my wireless headphones. Give me like 10 seconds.
Okay.
And I'll be on.
It sounds a lot better.
I just I stopped watching the stream. Like the Discord stream.
Yeah.
Which I feel like shouldn't do anything, but whatever.
It's fine. Excuse me.
Bless
me?
you.
Oh, thank you.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello. Sounds so different.
Hello?
Hey, Danny. We can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Let's try this again. Third time's a charm. Are we live?
Yep, we're
Like-
good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm sure nothing can go wrong with all the teachers locked in their offices or anything.
It's fine. A bunch of kids with superpowers unsupervised, I'm sure that's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. Hort, who we met at like the very beginning of the book, is this scrawny little weird kid. He's actually a badass wolf man. Like, what the fuck, bro? You go, dude.
I love Hort.
Good for you.
Him, I think it was right before this he admitted his love for Sophie. I was like, oh!
He said that if villains were capable of love, he would love her.
Which, like...
And I felt that. I was like, bro, he's like, if I could love someone, I could love you. And I was like, bro, fuck.
Yeah. So sweet. Alright.
But yeah, Agatha ends up being the most beautiful princess there, and Sophie is noticeably absent. So the idea behind the Circus of Talents is that the top 10 students of both the good and evil schools show off their talents in a head-to-head contest, and whichever one wins per the schoolmaster gets like a point, and then at the end of it, the king or queen of the Circus of Talents gets crowned, and then the gallery of fairy tales gets moved to that school. So good is winning every single talent contest, essentially. And when Agatha goes up, she can't figure out what to do. I don't remember what set it off. I think people were trying to throw her off balance, like Hesta and Adonil. Anadil.
They had some like Carrie's pig blood shit planned.
Yeah, they were gonna fuck her up.
I don't remember exactly what they were doing, but
and I think
They
Tedros is the
knock
one
her
who
out
started
with
the
a spell.
fight. And so then the Nevers and the Evers start fighting. The wolves and the fairies start fighting. And Agatha is like, "Y'all, shut the fuck up! Stop it! Sit your ass down!" And everybody sits down. And she uses
It's my
her
turn on
power.
stage.
Yeah.
Listen to
She uses her power to realize the wishes of all the guards, and we find out that all the wolf guards are failed good students, and all the fairy guards are failed evil students. And they're forced to work as, like, slaves for the opposite school if they fail school. Which is
horrifying.
fucking
That's-
terrible.
that's
And she only figured it out because of that one fairy that kept biting pretty girls.
Because
there was
in the
a
Which
kid-
ass.
is weird.
Yeah,
I
there
thought that
was
was
a kid.
weird as shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, there was a kid in her village who would bite pretty girls, and he got taken 4 years before she did.
How would you feel if you knew like an 11-year-old that just like walked around biting pretty girls? It'd be so fucking.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
11's
But you know what?
pretty
She
like,
recognized him,
you know.
which also explains
kid.
why he was biting the shit out of her
Yeah. They're trying to be
No
like,
wonder
it's
this
me.
kid-
got there to begin with, because he
This
recognized
kid
her.
failed.
Yeah.
He kept showing up to like ugly school or bad school, and not being nice to all the kids. And he showed up to the mixed classes and he tried to bite all the princesses. And he failed.
I guess. But yeah, so I thought that was a really interesting reveal. I completely forgot about that, and it's actually really heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, onward.
I had no idea, but like afterwards I was like, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we didn't mention earlier, but Tedros definitely cut off a gargoyle's head
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah. He
gargoyles
killed
are
a boy.
monsters in his head, which means he killed a good boy who just wasn't
And
good at
Agatha
school.
tried to tell him,
And,
because he was turning back. He was turning back into a human.
the
And
two
Tedros
closest
killed him in the middle
people,
of it.
the two closest people in Agatha's life are both murderers. That's cool.
You know. It's
Good
also
for her.
good for her. It's also interesting how like if you're not the top of the class, you get transformed into basically a slave for the same side. And then if you fail, you get turned into a slave for the opposite side because, the kids who don't fail but do
yeah.
bad are just the animals that are controlled by the princesses. I'm sure they
Or
love
the
that.
ogres. Yeah.
The henchmen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it makes sense.
All right. Yeah, you let me know when you switch slides.
Yeah. Hello? There we go. Got it.
Alright, yeah. Sophie, queen of dramatic entrances. This bitch knows her stuff. Whether it's showing up with this big F on her chest like Easy A or some shit, and now with ominous knocks on the door when everybody should be locked up.
Presentation!
She just shows in. Yeah, it's presentation. She shows up and she shows out. Anyway, she's ugly now. She's that hideous hag with missing teeth and white hair and gnarled, warted face. She's warped because of her hatred of her nemesis, who turns out to be Agatha. Surprise, surprise. And Sophie demands a challenge of Tedros to their round of talents. And his response is to ask Agatha to the fucking ball. Sir, that's your talent? That's your talent.
He's like, I have one ability, and it's asking girls out.
And then it sets off a cascade of all the other boys asking people to balls.
Literally. I was just like...
fucking god. Understandably, Sophie is very upset.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she does, but she's to get the crown, but what does she do?
Sings real loud.
She sings real loud. I don't know if you're on the next slide or not.
Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah. So she kills a lot of people. She sings real loud. She screams, actually, and turns all the stalactites into ravens, and they go around eating all the fairies and slitting the wolves' throats. She's killing people.
Jesus Christ, that's right.
Yep.
And then when it's all over and the ravens turn to dust, the crown sets on top of her head and she wins.
You know, that's normal to pick a fucking brutal ass murderer as a winner.
I mean, she's winning the most evil, so
Yeah.
you know, can't argue with
You
that.
know.
Let's be real, guys. Murder isn't a talent,
No.
and it was a talent competition, not an evil competition. It was a talent show.
And she sang real loud and made ravens murder people.
Mm-hmm.
Singing's the talent here, bud.
Okay.
But yeah,
She killed the
the aftermath of that night is a big fight between good and evil. And she starts a war,
Yep.
essentially, between them. And in the midst of this battle, there's a point where people can't tell friend from foe, because the good team mistakenly believes that evil is going to get their revenge on good, and charges the evil castle, which, if we go back to some of the rules that the gnome professor said, good always defends and evil always attacks, and it is never the other way around. But here we are, and good is attacking, and evil isn't doing anything except holding a party. They decided to have their own ball. And so when they get there, and Agatha and Sophie are having their face off, all the evil students turn beautiful and their robes turn blue and pink, and all the good students turn ugly and their robes turn black. And now they've switched sides. And in the midst of this fighting, people are changing so often, and they're covered in sludge outside, and they can't tell who's who. And like, one of Tedros' best friends tries to drown him. Beatrix punches the shit out of another princess because she can't tell that she's not a princess. So it's really interesting that they just turn that on its head. And while that's going on, Sophie is determined to go write her own ending to her story, because she's determined that this story is herself, is like the fairy tale is for her. And so she goes up to the schoolmaster's office to take the magic pen for herself. So she meets the schoolmaster there, and turns out he's the evil twin. So there were twins, which, now that you say that Sophie and Agatha are twin sisters, is really interesting, because the schoolmaster was a good and evil twin.
Right, shit. I knew this shit, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, so the evil twin is convinced that Sophie is his true love, and that they can find eternal power together and triumph over good finally. Because that's always the thing, is that evil can never find love. But he's determined that if you can find love, then we prevail all the time. But no, Sophie, upon kissing him, realizes that there is no love, there's only hate, and it's not what she wants. And so she pushes him away and tries to escape, and Agatha tries to save her. And this guy, in a fit of rage, throws this fancy pen at Agatha to try and kill her, and Sophie throws herself in front of it and dies.
Oh, it was so sad.
It really was so sad. It's like the only good deed that she has done is sacrificing herself for her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And her last words to Agatha were, "I love you." So, that was nice. Agatha kisses her. Because that's what you do with your best friends. You just kiss them when they die, apparently.
I'm just saying, if my best friend's dying in my arms, then I'd probably give them kisses too.
Okay, fair. That's fair. But, I guess it made me think of this as actually True Love's kiss, because then she comes back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Her heart had stopped. And yet here she is, and all the blood suddenly sucks back into her body, and she's back to normal?
She's fine.
What? She's fine.
Oh. I just want to say it bugged the shit out of me that the good kids that became ugly during the fight got to become pretty again, like, after doing one good fucking deed. I was like, yo, you shouldn't be able to flip-flop back that fast.
Yeah. What was interesting is that, like, in the midst of all this fighting, people's clothes were changing color, and they were becoming beautiful and ugly and beautiful and ugly. And then when Sophie comes back to life, the sun suddenly breaks through the clouds, and everybody changes to wear the same silver clothing. So there's no longer two different schools, and the teachers all come flooding out. I think, yeah, the very abrupt ending. Okay, wait, nope.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can move on.
I have another spoiler here. It's involving the two deans. It turns out the dean of the good school and the dean of the bad school are best friends, even though they're good and evil, and you know you shouldn't be friends. They're best friends, right? I read this in the wiki. One of them dies, and the other one is like super sad about it.
Aww.
And I get to the scene where they run out of the school, and these two are holding hands as they're running out of the castle together.
Aww.
And I was like, oh my god. And I was like freaking the fuck out about it, and I was like, yes, of course they're holding hands, because they're best friends, even though they were,
I love
in
that.
different schools. They worked together all this time, and I thought it was really sweet. And I feel like if you were to read this book and then read the later books and then come back to this part, you'd freak the fuck out when you saw that.
Yeah,
it's like
probably.
little shit just tucked in there.
And then
Yeah, and then the book just fucking ends.
Yeah.
I forgot that this was how the book ended. It just fucking ends. They're holding on to each other and they're so happy, and then they're being surrounded by sunlight, and Tedros tries to reach out to them, but they're fucking gone. And then that's it! The book is over.
I was very happy for them. Because,
If the story ended there, I'd be pretty happy for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I know who one of them ends up with, I'm not happy. Hort, our boy Hort, does get to his girl Sophie at some point.
Oh, good for him.
Hell yeah. Good for him.
They do end up together. I don't know how, but his wolf set gets killed, but that kind of sucks. It says man wolf former, and then wolf side deceased.
Huh.
Aw.
I don't know how
Weird.
that works, but
Okay.
poor Hort.
Poor Hort.
He's
Oh yeah, that's the book.
he's like the history teacher, so he's like Neville.
So yeah, I forgot how abrupt the ending was. I really loved the narrator, and it was really easy to tell who was who. And like, not only did Sophie's voice change when she became more of a witch, but even Agatha's voice changed when she became more of a princess. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
I feel like it became more solid sounding, more like
More
she
confident.
believed in herself. More, that's the word.
Yeah.
And less shaky,
Mhm.
I thought it was pretty neat. I liked that a lot.
I liked the singing. I liked that she sang the songs.
I hate when audiobook authors don't sing songs that are written down. I hate it. A ballad of songbirds and snakes, I'm fucking looking at you. It's so bad to listen to an author just saying, Do do do. Do 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 do. La 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 la. I'm like,
What?
sing it! Sing it!
Oh my god.
I appreciated that so much. I thought the voice actor did such a good job. The narrator did.
Yeah. I dislike Tedros.
Fuck Tedros!
I dislike the good ideals and how they all revolve around love.
It was very heteronormative.
It was extremely heteronormative. Like, oh, if you don't get asked to the ball, then you fail. But if a boy doesn't ask anybody to the ball, they get half marks. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
I thought it was weird that they also had the thing where they just subtly put in, yeah, but boys can go with each other too. That's fine.
With the girls.
And so if you want to ask a girl that badly, it's like, what the?
I am very happy for Kiko because she got Tristan.
Good for Kiko.
Good for Kiko. She got the man she wanted. I like Kiko a lot. Kiko was the only genuinely good person in that fucking group.
God, literally.
I'm pretty sure Tristan died during that fight.
Oh!
Did he die during that fight?
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
He's listed as one of the dead characters.
He is listed as one of the dead characters. I don't remember if he dies then, though.
Oh,
I just remember her getting...
Because she was grieving.
Oh.
Oh, Tristan, no!
Oh, that
Poor
sucks.
girl.
Oh,
And
no. Poor Kiko.
Remember, Kiko was like sobbing at some point.
Oh, no.
Cringe.
Sater is the best professor, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
He's the fucking coolest.
I liked how he was a seer.
Yeah, and I like that they can't answer questions. It's really interesting.
Well, they can, but it ages them 10 years.
Yeah, so I like, as much as this entire school is really fucked up, I would definitely go to it to learn shit, because the whole lore and the way that this world is built is really interesting. So, I don't know. I just like fantasy shit.
With you. I understand the purpose of using appearance to determine good and evil, but I don't think it was very 2021 of them.
No, it really wasn't.
There were a lot of fat jokes about Dot, and I was like, okay, we're really just gonna make fat jokes in here today.
Mm-hmm.
But I, you know, it was written a while ago. I get it.
Yeah. It's also, it really wasn't that long ago, though. But, so I decided to look up really quick what happens with Tristan, and we're wrong. He doesn't die there.
Oh.
But, according to this, Tristan, at some point via magic, becomes Yara, and joins the school for girls. And
Fuck yeah,
dies.
Tristan!
Yeah, and they join the school for girls because they like it because it's beautiful, and they end up dying though. And then people find out that this was Tristan the whole time.
Oh my
Or
god.
it was Tristan. But it's
Oh
like,
no.
yeah, good for you, Yara. At least, you know? That's pretty cool. That book one had fat jokes and stuff, but at some point later on, you let one character go where they wanted to go.
And then die.
Well, yeah, well, dying is just, I think, part of the story. But, you know, you get happiness for a bit, right?
Yeah, happy ending for the straight people. The cis straight people.
I don't know if it's a happy ending for Agatha to end up with Tedros. That just seems like misery.
Can I just say, there was a moment, I think it was in the woods, I don't remember, Tedros was talking about not trusting somebody. I don't fucking remember, but I just remember the line, he's like, I'm the man, you have to listen to me. And, I was like, Tedros, but...
Oh my god, that part.
I went into a white hot rage at those words. It triggered my fight or
Fucking
flight
hated
response.
Oh
I
yeah.
just groaned.
Yeah,
There's no reason to ever say that. Because you're never gonna win the argument. It's not worth it ever.
no. This presentation brought to you by the Fuck Tedros gang.
I'm really glad that like each book we listen to, we universally hate one character.
Yeah.
I just love hating on people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so reading this like the fate of Tristan, it seems like they just really wanted to be a girl. Not just because it's beautiful, but because of also finding their feminine that word.
Yeah.
Good for you,
Yeah,
Yara.
I can't say that word. That's why I didn't say it. I also run into that problem.
So Yara is either trans
Hello?
or non-binary, and I dig it. Good for them. Hello.
Okay, you cut out a little bit. It's okay, I
did
can
cut
hear you.
out. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, they're either trans or non-binary, and I dig it.
Good for you. Good for you, Yara.
Good for you, Soman, Shinani, for learning stuff in your writing.
It's facts. Alright, do we have any more opinions we wish to share?
It would be terrifying to believe that your entire, like, if okay, living in the village itself, living in Barovia would fucking suck, right? I understand that. I've been playing this D&D session for 2 years with this great GM. But living in the outside world would also fucking suck. Because it's like your parents are bad, so you have to be bad? Like,
Yeah.
come on. Just because my dad worked for Captain Hook doesn't mean I should have to have one fucking eye and whatever. What did I do to deserve that?
I like how it's like the parents are like, oh yeah, I graduated the school that made you evil and definitely tortures you. I'ma send my son there.
Oh, Hester's pretty.
I gotta Google this now.
Sorry, if you look up the list of the characters,
these
you can.
arts
Most of
are
them
really
have
cool.
most of them have portraits.
Oh, I like
her.
Not her demon.
I know.
Yeah, Hester's
the picture
demon
of
tattoo is
Sophie
cool.
grown up is pretty good, neat too.
Mm-hmm.
You got that evil teacher hair, you know?
I would have thought Dot had the Candy Witch as her parents, but guess not.
Is that the Hansel and Gretel one?
I think so. Apparently that's Dot's mother. Or, Hester's mother.
Oh. Who's Dot's parent?
Alright, while we're exploring the wiki, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream.
Yeah,
that's right.
This is good stream. Welcome to us just exploring the wiki and emailing each other pictures.
Jeez.
Shit. Overall, I liked the book though. I thought it was a really cool take on fairy tale lore.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't ever a point when I was like, ugh, can we get this over with? You know what I mean? Like I was happy it kept going.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's definitely been some points in Fazbear that I was like, can this be done now? So, definitely a marked improvement. I enjoyed it a lot more than... So, for the next book, if we're ready to move on, any more opinions?
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
I did a poll for the next book, and it was very divisive. We ended up on a tie between The Hunger Games and Dune, and then I flipped a coin, and it landed on heads, which I said was Hunger Games. So, let's read The Hunger Games next. First book?
Yeah.
I'm down. I don't know. I cut out for like a minute there because my phone started being weird.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys heard me. I was like talking to myself.
No.
Okay. So I missed like a minute of what was said. I heard the thing about the coin flipping and Hunger Games.
Yes.
I don't know what was said before that.
It was just exposition.
Okay.
Hunger Games, I'm not sure how long it is. I think we could probably finish it in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, probably.
I'm not sure. Oh, sorry?
I'm looking it up right now. It's, no, it's special. Which one is it? Just the Hunger Games?
Yeah, just The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I think it's Suzanne Collins.
10 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
That's like a rough afternoon. It's a long day at work. Is what that is.
That is rough, actually. Those books are kind of hard to get through sometimes.
Yeah, I do not recommend procrastinating it, because you don't absorb the story as well when you have to, like, listen to it at 2 times speed, as I learned very recently. I've had to set aside, like, time every day to listen. Otherwise I just procrastinate.
Yeah.
I listen in my car on my ride to and from work.
That's smart. I listen at work sometimes.
It's like about 45 minutes total.
Oh my
depending on
god.
what else I gotta do that day.
That is a long drive.
It's like a little over 20 minutes each.
My drive to work is 10 minutes with bad traffic.
Oh.
Wow.
I live in a small town. People bike to work.
Some people bike to work, but
It's a very...
I live too far away.
Yeah. Even if I lived right next to my job, I would not bike to work. You could not make me. I like being warm too much.
Oh
yeah, but
the
you can't
winter
do
not
that there.
that.
Alright, Hunger Games. 2 weeks from now. Be ready to cry.
What? I thought Hunger Games was a happy story about kids going to camp. Is that not what it is?
Oh, Danny. Yeah.
They
Something
sing
about
songs
volunteering to
and make
like
teams
do,
with each other.
They pick flowers.
like archery practice.
Pick berries.
Yeah.
I hear there's like kids of all ages too,
Also,
Yeah, it's very inclusive.
but there's no counselors.
Also, I would like us to watch the movie afterwards. I think that'd be fun. We don't have to stream it or anything, but like, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd be down.
Because they definitely Avatar movied it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even finish the movie series because I was so angry about it.
It's hard. Have you read the books
I'll see if
before?
I can. Who, me?
Yeah, both y'all.
I've read them, yeah.
I have not. I've watched the movies. I did not like the movies, but I watched the movies because
Oh, honey.
I was X age when those were coming out and people wanted to see them.
You got a big storm coming.
I was
saw the
literally
last
looking for that gift.
I saw the last one as an adult and I was like, this isn't good at all.
No, they did bad. Yep. All right. Hunger Games, 2 weeks from now. I guess we'll do our fucking plugs now and call it good.
Sure.
All right, Bree, you stream on Twitch, correct?
I do. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at hopefully 8 p.m. Hopefully.
Pacific
if I get off work
Standard
on
Time.
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time. And I'm thinking about starting on Saturdays at like noon. I didn't do it this week because I had a tattoo appointment, but I might try that. So I stream over at Crystalline Flowers on Twitch, and you can follow me on Twitter at Chris_cosplay. That's CRYS_COSPLAY.
Bam, 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 bam.
Air horns.
Yeah, Bree has very relaxing, nice streams to just vibe in. Not gonna lie, so I highly recommend checking out her Twitch channel.
Well,
I stream here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. on weekends. Follow me on Twitter at keylime, QUI_LAME, and wash your hands.
And wear a mask.
Wear a mask, Danny. Oh my god, okay, hold on. I saw a girl at the grocery store the other day that was wearing a mesh mask.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you dumb
People
bitch.
fucking suck, man.
The tattoo artist that did my tattoo wore his mask underneath his nose the whole time.
Oh my god.
And I was like, sir, you're very lucky that I'm fucking vaccinated, otherwise I would have ripped you a new one.
I'm not vaccinated, and that's fine.
I was hoping you were going to say something cool like, yeah, he wore 2 masks the whole time. So he was sitting there that close to me. But no, it went the other way, huh?
I I was upset.
Wear your masks over your nose. Mesh masks do not count. The purpose is that the airflow that is coming in and out of your nostrils and mouth holes is being filtered, all right? So do it. It's a public service. Do it for your fellow human being. I don't know how to explain to you that you should care about your fellow human. Wear your mask correctly.
If you like the mesh masks because they're cute, that's fine. Put it over a surgical mask. All right?
Yeah, that would
or
look
get yourself
really
a plain cloth one and put it over that and be cute and sequiny.
You look like a fucking dumbass when you're wearing just a mesh mask. just letting everybody know where this channel stands on masks.
Promise you wear that out and everybody's looking at you, and it's not because it looks nice.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Dumb.
Because you look like an idiot. So, on that note, I'm gonna end the stream before I get too pissed. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.